Okay, guys, welcome to CANVA. So our project today will be making this flyer more attractive and more appealing. I started on this flyer actually last night just for this tutorial. So we can kind of like dabble in it and add some life to it. So we're gonna look at different backgrounds that we can throw on this thing and see if we can make it appealing, readable, as well as people can see it and be able to understand what we're trying to convey. All right, so I will try to touch the background here. What you got to think about that right there? That background, do you got to think it look attractive? If I were to use that background, should I put this in there? This look good, right? Let's see. You know, white cops, white officers, white officers. What officer need to stop putting their knees on the neck of black people. All right, so look at that right there. What you guys think about that? They're sitting there looking. Do you guys think that's look kind of quite readable? Or we can go in here and change the fonts and see if we can find some other fonts that it's not too intense and it's not too intense. I got a few fonts here, but I'm gonna let us kind of like browse through and see if we can find a font, clear your indifference. All right, or maybe the background is a lot going on in the background, so maybe that's the reason why our font is not showing. So let's go back here and see if we can go back on the over here to background and see if we can find something that doesn't have a lot going on in the back. Let's see, police. Let's see, we got police. All right. I meant to say police, but I end up picking, a color that see. All right. I think this look like we getting somewhere, right? All right. This look really good. So we'll bring this down here, and kind of bring this down. And Frank one, we keep Frank. I want to do a Frank. I want to make Frank more or less white and white. I think that's look really good, but I want it to kind of pop. So I'll go here and click on that. I don't like that right there. All right. And then we'll kind of raise it up a little bit, intensity, bring it up a little. So it kind of like look like something else. But watch, another thing I'm going to do with this. Double click on this thing here. Go in here. Go for the white. And with the white, I'm going to raise it up a little. Raise that white up a little bit here. Make that wire yellow. Let me try to see if I can make that wire yellow. Make that wire yellow. The wire's already there, but make it yellow. Okay. Make that wire. No, not that. I want to make the wire yellow. The wire's yellow. I'm gonna throw this background on there. Kind of let it sit on that spot. All right. While it's sitting there, I'm gonna go here to this. And bring that up a little bit here. I'm gonna try to make this black. Try gray. Try gray. I meant to do gray, but I'm gonna make this black. Let's see what the color like. We'll make it black. All right, we got our gray sticking. I want to make that gray white. Let's see what happened. Make it white. We got that. All right, good. We got that pop. I popping, right? All right. And underneath it, if I keep it like that, how it looks, a little distracted. Oh, you know what? Let's bring this down a little bit here. Bring this down. Since we got, bring it down. Got us in there. Also, let's bring this down too. Let's bring this down. I love it right there. I love it right there. It's kind of like emerging in it. But at the same time, it's not emerging all the way in. So we got a good pop right there. So this is part two now. So this is actually looking good. The objective here is to make sure everything pop. You know, so you see it and you like it, you admire it. And some things we're just going to keep it faded in. So on social media, I want to make sure that people can gravitate to one centric part of it. Another one here says, I can breathe. I can breathe is a little flat. You know, it's flat. Sitting here is flat. And I want to kind of like add something to that. So what we're going to do here, usually I like to kind of like double click and double click it. And then I let it kind of go in here to find hollow right there, kind of make it a little bit more flake. But then I'm gonna go back in here into the text color, and I'll make that white. Now highlight it first, and then make it white. It doesn't look attractive, but if I were to bring this text here, it will look like, you know, you can see a little bit more, right? But this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna click on that text. Click on it here. Apologize. I'll click on the text, and I'm gonna go into effect, and I'm gonna bring the hollow up a little bit here. You know, kind of create that foundation where the I can breathe sit right there, kind of like sitting right in it. It's kind of like slowly getting there, right? You guys just see it now. It's not flat no more, right? It's looking like that. So another thing I'm trying to do here will be, you know, me trying to just tip it in a little bit here, decrease the font, and let it sit in. I don't do too much. Let it sit in here. Now I'm about to go in for another. I'm going back in effect, and I'm going to go in for the outline. We want that to pop, right? All right, so the outline here, we have dark gray. I'm gonna see if I can hit that to white. Look at that right there. It's beautiful, right? Look at how that look. I like it. So now if you see that flyer, the first thing that comes to mind would be I can breathe. And now we got the people's attention now. We got it. So now the question is, when you see this flyer, what do you see first? Do you see I cannot breathe, or do you see this, or do you see that first? I think anyone who looks at the flyer, the first thing they're gonna see will be I cannot breathe, and that is the essence of creating a flyer. And then folks are looking around for this right here and start reading. That's the first thing I want us to do as graphic artists using Canvas is to create an attraction for one thing first, and then have their eyes move from I cannot breathe to what next up here. All right, so we got Justice Frank. It looks kind of good. Technically, to me, this right here, you know, if I were to kind of move this, you know, and bring this here and put this here, and keep it simple. Let's see what happened here, and change the color. It still looks good. You know, maybe I don't need that extra layer on there. And that's, to me, I think that's look really good. You know, I think I misspelled people. I think that's look really, really good. You know, bring back my design underneath here. Keep that prep going. More or less, the route that I want to go with this right here would be more or less letting it kind of stick out in you know, 3D like type of thing, where it's like I'll probably say more like 3D kind of thing. That's why I'm going for the 3D. Right now it just been flat, sitting there with 3D sort of a thing, stuff like that. You know, I'll probably go more or less the 3D instead. It look like it's not sitting there, it's sticking. Yeah, like more sticking there. And if I want to make this white, let's see what I get from there. Yeah, I think anyone sees it, the first thing their mind will go to will be that right there. Yeah, bam, it pops against the white. Go back here. Now I got a foundation where I can add so many different color under there if I want to. The red will be there, but if I add a red on, I would have to go in here and change this and change the edge to more like that, or the white. if I'm gonna do that. But I still got a foundation right there. I'm gonna go back in the yellow, and look that I'm gonna go back and make that black if I'm going that route. Just so much more with this stuff like this. I can breathe. That more. Yeah, like more.